Hey everybody, it's Sarah coming to you again with another Project Life layout using the beautiful Claudia kits. This week is week 43, I believe, and it is my birthday week. I didn't do any pictures of my actual birthday because I'm going to save that either for its own two-page spread or maybe for an insert or something like this. So this was just kind of the rest of the week, what we did. The leaves were changing colors, and my daughter had a sleepover at my mom's house. I discovered some new coffee, and you'll see kind of the rest of the week on the other half there. Here I made a really fun title card with the only thing that I really pulled from my stash, which was that Dream Thicker from Amy Tan. I added a few strips of the coordinating papers from the kit, and I sewed those on with my sewing machine. My thread broke twice while I was filming. Never fails. I also added the amazing puffy sticker to the picture that is a 4x6 in the upper right hand corner there of a beautiful orange tree in my neighborhood. Here I am adding the puffy thickers, the kind of glittery ones there, to put week 43 on there. I also glued on one of the exclusive wood veneer hearts. The card next to it there is one of the exclusives created by Claudia. And I'm going to cover up Captured with one of the pieces of ephemera from the kit that says Simple Life, and then I add a little word sticker that came in the planner stickers. And then I'm going to add some of those awesome chipboard hearts from Indigo Hills. Those are so awesome, and you get so many in the kit. I just love them. Here I've got my gold Heidi Shine. I'm going to give that a spray there. I did grab some cork and some glitter cardstock leaves that I used a Lawn Fawn dye because it obviously is fall or autumn here in Minnesota, so I wanted to have a few embellishments that kind of reflect the season. Like in January, I'm sure I'll have some snowflakes and stuff going on too. There I added that chipboard or that wood veneer fun on the picture of my daughter headed off to go have a sleepover at Grandma's house. And there's a picture of my older daughter in the bottom left. I'm just embellishing that with a couple of leaves and a word ephemera that says, "You are capable of amazing things." And then I just added one of the rubber charms to the lower left or the lower right there that says love. Then I'm desperately trying to use one of those wood paper clips. I just couldn't get it to go. And then I did grab my roller date stamper, which is Becky Higgins, and I stamped on the date there, which is something different because I usually stamp it on the title card, but I didn't. Okay, now moving on to the right side of the spread. I've got kind of a filler card I'm making with a shaker pocket. I put some of the beautiful sequin mix that Renelle created into a mini glassine bag, and I sewed it shut with my sewing machine. And then I put "Every Day Has a Story" on top of there. And I did pop up the E and the H with a pop dot. And then I just typed out my journaling on my typewriter. And I'm going to add a couple hearts from the collection, a paper one, and then one of the chipboard ones. And then I also added a wood one there at the bottom. And as always, I'm just embellishing with some enamel dots and some gems. And then I'm doing this picture of my younger daughter in the upper right hand, almost the exact same way that I did my other daughter, just because I like to have continuity throughout the spread. So if I use an element on the right side, I'm definitely going to use it on the left side. Just like that Life thicker. It says Life, and then underneath I typed on my typewriter, "Is beautiful." That Life is the same font from the same pack of Amy Tan word thickers as the other side. And here I just made a little triangle vellum pocket to put on that pink piece, and I'm just going to fill it with a few pieces of bigger ephemera from the kit, and I did sew that on with my sewing machine. There I've got that fun resin word that I glued on with some Tombow Mono Multi, and I did add a little bit of Heidi Shine to that "Every Day Has a Story" page. And here I'm just trying to find my last few bigger pieces of ephemera that I can kind of stick in that pocket. And I did grab another one of the exclusive printables from Claudia, and I cut it in half to make another bigger piece of ephemera because I have a lot of little pieces left from the kit. I just, I don't have very many big ones left. So there's another one of the exclusive printables, and I tuck a piece of that in there, plus a little piece of yellow. And I finally managed to use one of the wood paper clips there. And then once again, just embellishing it in a similar fashion as I embellished the other side, just to add some continuity and just to make the whole layout look cohesive, like it's part of one big layout and not each card is a mini masterpiece that doesn't really match the rest of the spread. There I've got a little sticker from the planner sheet that says, I can't read it, it's so small, some inspirational quote. And then I did sew that on with my sewing machine too, and I added a puffy flower sticker. And then some more Heidi Shine, can't go wrong with that, and a little bit of, I think I added the Delight word stamp from Amy Tan also. Here are a few close-ups, and I hope you guys have enjoyed my latest Project Life spread. I will be back again next, well, this is my Tuesday night and your Wednesday morning. So look for more from me next either Tuesday night or Wednesday morning if you're in the other side of the world. So thank you, ladies. Bye.